hear from very honored chief guest, Dr. Arvind Panagaya. So I will be brief, but let me just say it's a particular pleasure and honor for me not only to be here in the presence of Dr. Panagaya, who I've known for a long time, but also Dr. Vimani and Anup Singh. So it's a matter of personal joy that this activity has brought the three of us together, whom I've known and respected for a very long time. I would again applaud, as it were, the initiative, energy of the team under the guidance of Dr. Sahu, but particularly with the leadership of the CEO to come out with this. We have been having discussions on this, but to turn it into a tangible product takes a lot of work, and making sure that it stands up to intellectual scrutiny is important. I would just say that 2 points. One is that the future is not going to be like the present or the past, largely because of climate change. Climate change is going to affect the expenditure side, particularly when we come to the costs of adaptation. It is also going to affect, for certain states, the revenue side, because that is linked up with the fuel mix. As an example, Odisha at the moment is one of the states that is, and Jharkhand, benefiting from significant coal royalties, other mineral royalties. This will change over time. And it is also the case that much of the investment needed for climate change is going to take place at the level of the state. And so the fiscal pressures on states in the future, and the support of the 16th Finance Commission has been thinking about, are going to rise. And Dr. Sahu is leading another stream of work on financing a big investment push, much of which will be relevant at the state level. The second point I would make is that, well, firstly, you would have seen that this is only a selection of states as far that it excludes the so-called special category states. But it is also the case that the interest outgoing is managed by the Reserve Bank, because all states more or less borrow at the same interest rate. This is a big difference between India and the United States, or even some of the Latin American countries that Mr. Saini and I used to work on, which is that their states borrow on their own creditworthiness. And so we are, I think, faced with cooperative and competitive federalism having to substitute for the fact that there isn't actually a market in state borrowing. I don't see this changing anytime soon, because I think the initial conditions of states are quite different. I think we are going to see more evolution in municipal financing. But I just wanted to say that some of the market incentives for fiscal discipline that exist in other federations are absent. And that therefore means that other tools and instruments of a kind of analysis are going to be required. So let me just say that this is an important contribution. The fact that we're going to supplement this with live data is, I think, going to raise the visibility of these issues, and that visibility is going to be important politically because the market discipline is not absent. So with that, let me return to Amit, and let's proceed to the main event, which is the address by our speaker.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Chief